Drafting. Drafting is when you actually write your story, and that's exactly what I did here. I had already pre-wrote, planning out exactly what I wanted to say, and so when I get ready to draft, all I have to do is go in and kind of answer the prompts, answer what I'm gonna want to tell you. So I know in my intro, I'm gonna write a wow statement that introduces my paper. So everything that I'm writing in this paper is going to support my idea of Bodie, and everything is going to be about an experience that I had with Bodie, or an experience how I cared for him, and I'm going to explain why he was so special to me. So right here for my feet were propped up on the couch as a brown tail wagged against me. That's what my feet were doing. What were my eyes doing? My eyes were wet with dog smooches. And as you can see, every single one of my sentences starts with a capital letter and ends with an end mark. This big boy is pretty darn special, I thought to myself. The pet I have loved the most is my lab, Bodie. So I have a what were my feet doing, what were my eyes seeing, and what was I thinking? And then my central idea statement is defining what pet have I loved the most, or what animal have I had an experience with and cared for. Why? Out of everything I could have written, why did I choose to write about this? I've never met a dog as beautiful and faithful as my chocolate lab Bodie. He was like a person. When you wanted to be lazy, he was lazy. But if you wanted to be pepped up, he was the perfect companion. So that's why. Why was he so special to me? He was the perfect companion. Who introduced me to this dog, or who loved this dog as much as I did? Bodie was my husband, Bobby's dog, before we met. He was not a puppy, but he was a huge 120-pound beast. He was huge. Bobby had Bodie since he was a puppy. Period. What fun things did I like to do with Bodie? What do you like to do with this fun pet? Bodie loved to go on walks, to watch movies, but more than anything, he loved to watch squirrels and play fetch with a tennis ball. He was a great duck hunter, too. He loved to go duck hunting with my husband. When did you spend time with this pet? We spent lots and lots of time together because he was like our first child. So we spent all day, every day with him. Where did you spend time with Bodie? Well, Bodie was an inside dog, meaning he lived inside our house and only went out to play and go outside to the restroom, to the bathroom. How did you take care of Bodie? Bodie was very easy to take care of. He ate Eukanuba dog food, and he ate lots of it. He was so spoiled that when he got older, I would even mix it with warm water so it was easier for him to chew. I always had to make sure that Bodie had plenty of fresh water. And then for my excellent ending, I said what I will never forget about Bodie. I will never forget Bodie as long as I live. It is always hard when you have a very special pet. No other pet can ever compare to the one you love the most. Bodie still makes my heart smile. So when I drafted, all I did was I went back and I wrote my sentences, and I wrote them in complete sentences so that my paper would sound the way that I talk. This is what your draft should look like.